Straight Vietnam in this bitch. Nice summer day. I love the summertime, man. Here in Iowa, we get a lot of cold weather. When the winter comes on, that shit be going. Let me roll my window up. Y'all probably can't even hear me. I got the worst sound in all of the fucking videos all over YouTube. I got the worst sound. I'm a master of my sound shit. Let me turn this down too a little bit. We got bad winters in Iowa. We get that shit. Lots of snow, cold, freezing. Everything's frozen around this bitch in the wintertime, and I don't really like that. Thought that I would move to California some years ago as an aspiring film writer and director. I think I dodged a bullet by having the universe teach me a rough lesson, a rough lesson that entailed multiple life lessons. Going through a custody battle over my oldest son. That shit distracted me from what I thought was my dream, but I'm glad I never made it to the Hollywood shit. To even get out there chasing that bullshit. Fuck Hollywood. Movies is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful art, but they did fuck it up. So since they fucked it up, I will say fuck Hollywood. But the actual act of writing, filming, and recording, because I went to college for this shit. I went to college and got a digital film degree. This is way before the iPhone. You couldn't even fucking make a movie so easily. Now you can make this shit with your phone. But back then, you could not do that. There was no such thing. And I got a degree in digital film thinking I was going to be a film writer and director. I can write my ass off. If you think that I can talk this shit that I be talking, you should imagine what I can do when my imagination has no limits and I can just write, say, and develop whatever it is that I want. That I draw from real life, and I create these fanciful stories, man. They're so crazy because way before I would call myself a revolutionary or a gun rights activist, my films tend to lean in that direction, which is not surprising to me that this would manifest inside of me, because it's been coming from a building up of a human being, of your life. This is why I respect everyone's life, because I don't know what it is that you're building onto, where you came from, where you're going. It could be a very beautiful thing. It could be something that I would have been honored and privileged to even witness, to be your friend, to be your brother, your cousin, your husband, or whatever. Life is beautiful like that. So when I can see the beauty in myself, I can only project that positivity outward the way people project so much negativity so easily. I try to project that outward into the world. And even when I don't agree with you, even when we come to battle over whatever that might lead us to battle between me and another human being, bro, what I do know is that your life is your life, and it's a damn shame that we might find ourselves in battle with each other, but there's beauty in the fact that you even have a life, man. The consciousness is beautiful, and I try to accept it for what it is, good and bad, and just say, man, life is whatever it is. What is it? It is all of these things. It's the good shit, it's the bad shit, the beautiful shit, it's the pain, the suffering, it is the selflessness, the sacrifice that people give when they give a little piece of their life and their energy to somebody else to help them, to make it a little bit more comfortable when we know the world is fucking insane, crazy, violent anyway. This shit gets a rated R rating from me. I don't care how much of the beauty that you might find in it. You can have a beautiful film, for example. Speaking of films, let's say you got this beautiful film, and it's full of like all of this positivity and pretty colors and music, and everything is fine and it's uplifting, and you put like a split second inside the movie, and it's a gory, bloody scene or something tragic or a harsh truth. You can just flash the words, you know, government is evil. You know, and that'll totally taint all of the beauty. You can still see the beauty, but once the danger is there, it has a potential to steal the show, because, you know, the desire to survive is going to make us hyper focus on all the dangerous stuff. That's why bad news is so attractive to people. You can tell me all the good shit all you want to, but if you tell me something that might give me more information so I can identify danger to my life, I'm probably going to want to hear that before I ask you to make me laugh. That's how I am anyway. The bad stuff, it seems like it calls me to it, because I want to be a bodyguard for the world. I want to be security for the world, the best that I can. And I'm not saying that I've mastered doing that, and what it is that I'm doing is that people say, oh, you're trying to be security or bodyguard standing on the corner, blah, blah, blah. People like to compartmentalize what it is that you're saying so they can discredit your overall story. But my overall story is sincere. And what I mean is that I have to lead by example because I can't say the world by myself, but I do want to represent the idea of peace, security, safety, the proper due diligence to be those things for children in the world. They need help right now. Some child is being abused. They ain't even with their real parents and shit because somebody has taken them away. Like, the fact that that's going on right now is just disturbing to me. These kind of thoughts ruin a beautiful day for me sometimes. It'll take my mind there and I'm going, damn, man, somebody is kidnapped right now, in the state of being kidnapped and abused and stuff, man. And like, we know that it's happening and we don't always know exactly where. And then we have to try to find these people and stop them. And it's just sad, man. I think it should be all hands on deck for the kids. The average man right now, especially with, you would imagine that it could work in this way. Let me run this by you because this shit is just hitting my mind. I'm just spitballing right now. The average man right now working an average fucking job is losing his potential in the idea of safety and security for the rest of the world, innocent children, and for wherever the truth is being hidden. You know, you could be doing much, very much, to help that, but you can't because you got to work a bullshit fucking job just to get by. In reality, society should be calling all of the heroes out to say, if you are capable and willing to be a hero like this, society will be sure that we give you the fake bullshit fucking money, whatever it takes for you to live, feed yourself, take care of your family, shit, whatever it is that you need financially, we'll take care of that. We just need people to jump into the middle of this shit to help the cops and law enforcement because they obviously ain't enough to fucking stop it because it's still persistent. Let's get a better hold on this fucking child trafficking thing. Let's get a better fucking grip on this so we can make it stop. Any fucking law enforcement that is in place is obviously proving itself to not be enough because it still persists. This is just honest observation, and when you know that that's to be, that be the truth, yeah, law enforcement is out here. There's lots of police officers all over the country nationwide, and there's cases, open cases. They constantly on the lookout. We have a fucking sex offender registry, blah, blah, blah. These are your efforts to try to control these things, and I'm telling you that it's not enough. And that's undebatable because we looking right at it be not enough. Less than what's needed. And you fucking know it. Let's not argue or debate or try to make this is what it is that we're dealing with. Face that shit. In the way that I said it too, face it. Now, what are you going to do about it if you're an honorable man that want to protect the kids, but you're not law enforcement? Why won't society say, yo, bring your gun? Huh? Who are you? Let's just be clear who you are, what you aim to do. You want to save the children? Let's go. Handy up, all you motherfuckers, gather around. Do that. Whoever wants to do it, do it. And then when society sees these people doing it, then we throw money in the pot. Go do that right now. Partner up with some of these law enforcement agencies. Yo, give us the leads. What else do you have? What information do you have? You want us to go kick a door? We'll go kick a door today. Stop playing. Why are we not doing that? Can you imagine us doing that? Wouldn't that help? Sounds like it might help. Doesn't this deserve to be fucking achieved to the best of our abilities? They're not enough. We know that. Let's step it up. Why are we not doing this? Money shouldn't even be a factor. If there was an organization that say, nigga, we kick doors, we look at shit, and there's a couple organizations out there, I got to go do some more research on to try to find them, because there are people out here trying to do a lot of positive things in regards to the very topic of what it is that I'm talking about. If y'all never heard of the Red Sand Project, go check that out. I stumbled upon some artwork by the Red Sand Project while doing an open carry demonstration 2 or 3 years ago, downtown Cedar Rapids. And what they do is they take this red sand that's supposed to represent bloodshed or victims of child trafficking and human trafficking and shit. And they put the red sand on the sidewalk and they make little art and different things with it or whatever. And it blows into the cracks of the sidewalks where it'll stay. For a long time, the red sand just kind of stays in the cracks of the sidewalks. And then they write different things on the sidewalk, like different stats. And slight mentions of open cases. They'll just write, a sentence or something in a square on the sidewalk to let you know what's going on about human trafficking in your area. When I found this one day, my mind was blown because I had never heard of it before. And here I am doing an open carry demonstration standing on these sidewalks where they had done this. And it was the beautiful thing, because then I went off on my fucking tangent about how I put something with some high velocity through one of their motherfucking faces, or whoever's trafficking these people. Something about me says that the world is violent. That's the observation, honest observation. Then when I say, well, then violence only begets more violence. If talking and morality and knowing right from wrong isn't enough to keep these people from doing the bad shit that they're doing, then speak their language. Get violent with their ass. Now it's fair. This dark side of me, the what do they call that? The dark self. What is that? There's a particular word that I'm looking for. I can't think of the word right now. Somebody put it in the chat if they can think of it. What up, Rhonda? I don't think I've seen you around too much, but I know your name is very familiar. Long time supporter at the very least. I know that much. What up, Mike Cool? Cody Cooper, what up? Fluffy Bunny Arsenal, what's going on? What's the word that I'm looking for? The shadow self. You know what my shadow has a problem with? Things that I went through in my childhood, nothing sexual, but I had to watch my mom get in abusive relationships. Some of these nights where my mom was being beat up by her boyfriend, different boyfriends too. It was multiple guys that tended to do this, what made the trauma way worse. Some of these particular situations are burned into my memory for the rest of my fucking life, and you can see how it will be traumatizing to a child. And I think everybody dealing with childhood trauma, it's about how do you manage that and how do you project that. So instead of projecting this onto a female partner of mine, where I also become abusive the way I saw my mom being abusive, I never flipped that like that. I never put my hands on a woman. People who flip that kind of trauma in that direction is always strange to me, because I guess it's just a recipe in environment and genetic influences that make people see things in the way that they do. You know, all of it plays its part. But that made me say that I knew for damn sure that I would never be a reason why some kids were scared and crying in the middle of the night because I was beating up their mother. That wasn't gonna never happen. I knew for damn sure under no circumstances would that ever be me, man, to make a woman and some children feel like that. And I think my shadow self wished so much that I could have done something to help my mom or to stop them from fighting my mom, that now I just come out to the world as an adult and go, now I think I'm ready and capable of defending somebody who needs defending, because I will crash out to defend somebody because bullies piss me the fuck off. People believe him. When a bad guy say they're gonna do something bad, they believe him. But when a good guy say he gonna do something good, people act like they don't believe him unless he also has a badge. I don't give a fuck if people believe me or not. I know what the fuck I'm capable of, and I would also be kind of worried about myself in an act of righteous self-defense or defending somebody who is being victimized. I would have to fucking channel my focus to not overdo the bully. I would have to shoot him enough to stop him and not over fucking shoot him and mag dump him in the face or some shit like that. I would never hurt innocent people. I know goddamn for sure. I'm way too sensitive to the world. I'm an empath. I always feel bad for people. Sometimes people take advantage of me because of that, and I appear to be being used or being too forgiving and too like accepting of people's bullshit, because I really just try, maybe sometimes too hard, to lean on the side of, hey, I don't want to hurt you, I don't want you to hurt me, I just want to be left alone. I want to try to find a humanity in you so I can latch onto that and then leave you alone, and I'll just walk away with the fact that, hey man, you went through something, and I can at least respect that. Sometimes I need to stop doing that. Sometimes people are bad and they deserve all of the wrath, and I can't just be like, but they had a rough childhood, and like, maybe I would respond in the same way if I lived their life. Like, let people live their life and they're trying to be who they are. It's not even my fault. They are who they were before they met me. This ain't even my fault. I can just kind of, sometimes I do that shit and I shouldn't. Sometimes people need to be fucking addressed the fucking hard way, like punched in the fucking face or something. Sometimes people deserve that shit. And if somebody ever deserved real righteous action from me involving me with a fucking gun, I'd have to tell myself, don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. You know, that would be my issue. But I do believe that that's just stemmed from the fact that I watched my mom be abused growing up, and now the idea of somebody bullying somebody just pissing me off. Even if two men are arguing and fighting, if one of the men wants to fight and the other one does not want to fight, then the fight is already won. If the other guy says this guy's a pussy trying not to fight, come on, pussy, pushing him and, you know, trying to lure him into the fight, but he say he don't want to fight, I don't give a fuck what the issue is. Let that man walk away. he is now being bullied, and that shit pisses me off. If no one wants to fight or they are incapable of fighting, and you know that, and you think that you're just gonna like trample people, that shit pissed me off, bro. Man, there's something about that shit sets my soul on fire, bro. I hate bullies, man, and I know what it's from. I know why. That's why. Childhood trauma, man. I think everything that happens in our childhood plays off in our adult lives, sometimes subconsciously. And I think the best way to manage that, positive or negative, is to recognize that that's where it's coming from. So if it's positive, make sure you tell your family, your friends, that uncle, that aunt, somebody who helped you in a positive way. Tell these people thank you, because something that happened, an experience you had with them in your childhood, has been so influential, even in your adulthood, that you can still recognize that that's what it was. Tell them thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is important, man. Address it all, positive or negative, man. Your childhood is screaming out to you right now. It's saying something to you. And what I do know is 10-year-old me would think that I was cool as fuck right now. There's no way that 10-year-old me seen this shit coming. I've always been fascinated with guns. No joke, I'm not exaggerating. As a child, my nickname when I came into the room or when I came into the house, when people see me around, they went, there you go, pew, pew. That's what they called me. Because I would take a fucking action figure and bend it at the waist and pretend it was a gun. He-Man was a gun to me. I would take anything, a stick, anything at all. Every toy I picked up, I treated it as if it were a gun. And they went, damn, this boy gonna be a cop, a soldier, or a gangbanger. Because you, in this fascination with guns, you are going to be, and I remember people saying this shit to me when I was a kid. And I was like, man, that's crazy. Because when I look back at I look at myself now, and then I look back and I go, oh my goodness. None of us have escaped our childhood, man. I don't think any of us have escaped any of that shit, bro. None of it. You are carrying all of that shit. Positive or negative, you carrying that shit. And now I got this fucking complex where I feel like I'm supposed to save the world because I'm trying to make up for the fact that I was never able to save my mother from the beatings. That's what my problem is. That's crazy. Because I feel like subconsciously I just kind of understood that. Might even said it out loud before, but to draw that direct correlation right now is just kind of spooking me out a little bit because I never really thought about it so directly like that. Direct correlation. There's a direct correlation between that and what I'm doing. I'm certain of it. That's weird. I recommend everybody lay their ass back on a couch. That has that incline for your back and your head. Kick your fucking feet up and go talk to a fucking doctor. I recommend everybody do that shit at least one time. I never have, but I think I should though. I think it's good for people. Go talk to a psychiatrist or something, get that shit off your chest, because I treat this shit like therapy. It really is. Especially on those days where you see me do a live stream and I don't even be checking the chat. I hardly even fucking look into the camera. Man, the camera miles will not even be there. I feel like I'm like talking to myself, and it always makes me feel better about the world or better about my life, regardless of how turned up my live streams be. When I turn the camera off, I always go, I feel better. I'm thinking clearer. Problem solve. What can I do to get what it is that I want with the least amount of damage or threat or harm to me and other people? What's the smoothest route to take to achieve all of that and be like, look, nobody even got hurt. I was right, motherfucker. If I can do that, I'm gonna try that. That's been my total aim from the jump. To do the open carry demonstration, knowing goddamn well that I'm bringing a fire of hatred towards government control. I'm bringing all of the fire. If you guys could fucking read my heart and my mind, you would know that I mean that shit. That government needs to get the fuck out of the way so that the people can be free to establish a more voluntary society that provides services for society on voluntary terms only. You vote with your dollar what it is that you want. All of these things, we can get what it is that we want without the control, the threat, coercion, the hypnosis in the fucking language, the legalese and everything. We can get what it is that we want from government without the government bullshit that comes along with it. And that's all I've been saying this whole time. And I mean that, and I fucking hate them to the dirt, to the cold dirt where the worms are, with all of their asses. They can all die, I don't give a fuck, right? But I know we can get there with the least amount of damage, casualties, death, violence. We don't need a whole lot of that to do this. And I think that we should try to do what it is that we need to do with the least amount of pain and suffering from anybody. They like the pain and suffering because they know that they're good at it. They're going to win. The military-industrial complex ensures that if we take a violent route, they win every time. It's easy. It's super easy. They take over foreign countries all the time. They killed Gaddafi because he wanted to challenge that U.S. fucking dollar with that the gold dinar is what he called it or whatever, where you use actual gold and valuable minerals and shit as your fucking currency. I think that's a fucking dope idea. The Federal Reserve did not think that was so fucking dope. They got rid of his ass. And this man has a military, a strong army, an entire country. He was a fucking leader. People loved him. Violent people loved him. They got him anyway. They can get anybody. Getting any grassroots revolution the fuck out the way down here is fucking easy. They could do that easily. So I really have no real expectation that I'm ever going to get what I want or that we're ever going to win some revolution. I try to come to terms with the fact that we're not going to get that shit. But I do want to make it hurt for them if we can. And I do believe that we need to take the moral high ground as step number one by giving peaceful non-compliance and finding other means, even if we got to talk through their legal ease and their legal language. File affidavits and charges and shit on all their asses. Do all of this shit in mass too. Like totally consume their court systems with affidavits and filing charges against politicians. Clog their shit up with that so that they know you mean it. And then you get out there with the hugs and the guns and then you say, we're trying to talk to y'all, y'all not gonna listen, and we turn our backs on y'all, then you turn your backs, and when they try to fight, then you fight back. That's smooth. And I mean all of that. I think this is a dope ass idea. I don't think that they can beat us if we do that. And if they do, they'll have to be ultra violent to do it. And I think through their ultra violence, some of the people behind their military lines will join us for the fight for the people, for the fight to save planet Earth. I think the entire world will fall into a revolution if it went in the way that I'm saying. I think it'll be a domino effect. I think revolutions will pop up in other fucking countries, actually. I think what I'm saying is that fucking cool. It's that deep. It's that dangerous to them. One can only hope. One can only imagine. But the gun is mine, though. They can't take it. If they begin to talk like they want to take it while telling you that you'll be safe if you just allow them to take it, you have to know those are the words of snakes. You want to find a talking snake, you fucking Christian, it is your government. These motherfuckers will talk that sweet shit to you the whole time. They got poison for you, and you will get the poison, and you will fucking lay in the dirt behind that shit if you allow them to sweet talk you into your own grave. I, for one, not falling for none of the shit that they talking about. Fuck them. I hope they all fucking die. Do you understand? Not a single one of them should be spared. I think they're all supposed to die behind what it is that they're doing. Not that I think that we would ever do that, or that we could ever do that, or that I have plans on doing that. I have no plans. I think they're going to win. I've already saluted them for achieving what it is that they want, because I think they've achieved something amazing to control planet Earth under one song and dance. I think they are doing that. I think they're going to be successful. So salute to them, because it sounds like an impossibility to me. But I think they've already won. So I will watch them do their victory dance 10 yards from the end zone, because they know they're finna score. The whole time I'm already fucking slamming my hat on the ground, thinking about the money that I lost in the fucking bet, and we betting on the fucking sports, and they dancing, bro, 10 yards from the end zone. I know the game is over. But fuck them anyway. RPM Trade Vietnam and this bitch Wu Bang get a gun today. Stop being a fucking bitch. Stop being a pussy. Stop being so divided about every little thing. Every little thing make y'all say, man, I can't rock with him, man. That's crazy to me. You're proving them right. That we are way too dumb. That we're way too dumb. They don't even want us involved in all of the big things that they hide from us, all of the true knowledge that they hide from us in these lying ass fucking public school systems and shit like that. The true knowledge, the ancient knowledge, all of these things, what the future really holds, the secrets behind 0 point energy and all these other things they got going on. They are going to continue to do what it is that they do to us, because they don't even think that we're smart enough to even be around to influence how all of that is supposed to go. We're not even smart enough for that. They don't care about none of that shit. They thinking y'all dumb. Y'all will sabotage the shit, and we can prove it. You'll sabotage your damn self. You motherfuckers don't know anything at all. You're just fucking get the fuck out of the way. Stupid people get out of the way. They want the dumb people out of the way. They got tons of litmus tests all around the place to fucking to gauge how dumb you are, because they tell you guys to fight over skin color and you do it. They tell you guys you don't have a right to have that. Well, you do have a right to have the gun as long as the paper says so. We change the paper, then you don't have the right anymore. Lay down without a fight when we change the paper. If they can get y'all to even fucking support the idea that that's the way that's supposed to go, and up to them when they say so. If they can get you to follow that, they know you're stupid. And then they say die when we try to kill you. You deserve it. You deserve whatever you get. Why the fuck are we praising the fucking Constitution, watching them fucking change this country, dancing 10 yards before the end zone because they know they finna score? Why are they acting like this about a Constitution while it's in place and you think that it's so glorious? Well, look at how they acted. Do it look like they think it's glorious? They acting like that Constitution not gonna save you. That's what they're acting like, right? I don't care what side of the aisle you stand on, Democrat or Republican, it doesn't matter. Listen to me when I say this and that you know that it's absolutely true. Are they treating us like they can do what they want? Is that they don't understand the Constitution, or they do, but they don't think that none of that will matter. What matters is what it is that they're trying to make you do right now. We all know that that's how they're acting. Okay, then why the fuck y'all acting like I'm the weirdo? When I say fuck them, you might have to shoot some shit. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how far this is going to go. But it looked like they wanted to go that far. Into the fucking danger zone where we supposed to be shooting. The talk that they got makes me go, oh man, if y'all do that, I know the way we're supposed to be acting if y'all achieve that. I know what's supposed to happen next. They know it too. Somehow they don't care. This is weird to me that y'all look at me like I'm the weirdo, man. Fuck y'all for not liking me, bro. I just take personal offense to that shit. Because y'all not even listening to me. If you don't like me, you not listening to me. No, you're not. You're not listening to yourself either because you know I'm right. I'm not even smarter than you. You know what I'm saying to be true. They playing with their Constitution like they can make it not matter. Tell them, okay, let's pretend it don't. What you gonna do if you think it don't? Government, what you gonna do if you think the Constitution don't matter? Just talk to them like that now. When I say that, you go, throw the Constitution out? Yeah. Write your own. My rights don't change or go away for what they do with the magical paper. Y'all stuck in the hypnosis. Tell them to throw it out, and then you just keep being who you thought you were. And when they want to fight them. Idiot.